They say power can corrupt, but what if the most influential person in the room used their position to stay one step ahead of everyone else?
More interested in that, like Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher were before Ashton and his Diddy partying became a set. Like, there's a lot of that's government-based going on. You got Ashton Kutcher in love with Mila Kunis on that 70s show. Then they break up for absolutely no reason after he starts hanging out with Diddy. Then he marries Demi Moore, who drained him of all the adrenochrome she can, and apparently he replenished himself by doing inappropriate things with her daughters. I'm glad, I'm sure you're glad, like Bruce Willis has dementia right now.
Imagine a world where secrets hold more value than money, whispers ignite accusations, and the truth slips through your fingers like a shadow. This is the tangled mystery captivating everyone today, a story that dares to ask, what happens when power thrives in the darkest places?
Girls up, put the air conditioner.
Yeah, well, you know, he's called Black Epstein for a reason.
Yeah.
We're going to see what happens here.
Yeah.
And it's so funny when you roll the tape and you go back 20 years in the past and you're be like, this guy was definitely getting his freak on here. But I'll say this, it's not illegal in America to be a weirdo or a freak or get into some wild stuff. What is illegal is when you take that kink and you actually turn into an absolute monster and become deranged and think that you are playing God and that you have the Messiah syndrome or Messiah complex and you think that you're untouchable. And you talked about this before, Pat, but you know, here's the only difference that I think will hopefully happen versus Epstein. Remember in the movie American Psycho with Christian Bale? Every time that he did something wild, he would come out and say, I gotta go return some videotapes.
Yeah.
I gotta go. Diddy, they got the videotapes.
Yeah.
They found the tapes. So what we have right now is we need to be able to basically process what's fact, what's fiction, what are allegations, what's rumors, and they're all going to be on the tapes.
Yeah.
What if we told you? Ashton Kutcher's rise to Hollywood fame might be tangled in Sean Diddy Combs' darkest secrets, and not in a way anyone could have imagined. Their connection isn't just about glitzy parties and celebrity clout, it's a thread that leads straight into the murky depths of power.
What's going on, Jamie?
I don't know. There's a lot going on. A lot of rumors are flying.
The rumors are that Diddy was running some kind of Epstein type deal where he was filming everybody, right?
That's the rumors. Yeah, I don't know that there's any proof or anything other than that.
The thing is, like, we're getting the rumors from the internet, and the internet thinks that the Taliban took out that bridge in Baltimore. So it's like, who knows what's real?
That's what Diddy's lawyers, I think, said. It was like, yeah, these are just trumped up charges. Not trumped up, I don't think they said that, but like bullshit charges.
Dude, when Homeland Security invade your house,
you got problems
with dudes with guns and body armor.
Someone said that they weren't there to take stuff, they were there to delete everything, like the real people that were in there, you know.
Oh,
like
that's
the same
funny.
thing with Epstein.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah,
that's fun. Of course, there's layers upon layers. When you get into these conspiracy theories, man, they never end. They never end. There's just layers upon layers upon layers.
It's fun to talk about.
It is fun to talk about.
Diddy Combs, once the king of hip-hop and luxury, is now facing serious federal charges, including racketeering and sex crimes. These allegations threaten to unravel the empire he built. As more people step forward with shocking claims, one surprising name keeps popping up in discussions about Diddy's inner circle, Ashton Kutcher.
About Ashton Kutcher, because Ashton Kutcher, who I believe could possibly just as bad. Ashton Kutcher as well, listen, he's not guilty of this, but he arranged a date. He was late for that date, and when he got to the girl's house, he looked through the window. She was stabbed 47 times. The man ended up getting charged, but Ashton Kutcher was also involved with Abercrombie and Fitch. I think it's Mr. Jeffries who's just been done for. Ashton Kutcher was also friends with Brittany Murphy, who also was friends with P. Diddy, who also died the same death as Kim Porter. Now, Ashton Kutcher as well also runs a child protection thing, I think it's called Fawn, where he's trying to save children. But we know now a lot of these people use this thing for child to actually not expose it, but to gain from their own benefit. He was also married to Demi Moore, and there was a video of Demi Moore kissing a 12-year-old or a 13-year-old boy. I just feel as if there's a lot of darkness around these people. I feel as if they feel as if they're untouchable. I genuinely think he could be next Ashton Kutcher. Am I wrong here, or could that?
Ashton Kutcher, famous for his playful antics on Punk'd and his role as the lovable Kelso on That 70s Show, has lived a life many would admire. But his long-standing connection to Diddy, dating back to the early 2000s, is now drawing scrutiny. What seemed like a harmless friendship between two stars enjoying the limelight is starting to raise some.
I'm going to jump back in time a few decades to That 70s Show.
Well, I have a date too.
Who is it? What's his name?
His name is not important to me.
I mean, I think I'm like 19 and Mila's like 15 when we're doing this. Or like I'm like 20 and she's 15. We're so young. That's all I see.
What's important is he's better than you in every conceivable way.
Yeah.
Damn, Jackie, that could be anybody!
Yeah. I don't remember shooting this. It was 25 years ago. It's funny, someday my kids are gonna have to watch this and they're gonna be real confused about what was real and what wasn't real. And then we'll have to walk them through it. Terrifying.
As Diddy's polished image started to crumble, whispers grew louder about Ashton Kutcher's presence at Diddy's notorious parties. Cryptic comments in past interviews and his noticeable silence as accusations mounted only added fuel to the fire. What did Ashton Kutcher witness? And, more importantly, what is he keeping hidden?
Well, I was around Ashton Kutcher and Diddy before, and they were speaking about Brittany Murphy. And I don't think I ever told this story, and I'm about to tell this story here. While he was married to Demi Moore, he was still sneaking around seeing Brittany Murphy. You understand? We were going to a Nets game, so we picked him up, and he was explaining to Diddy that every time he goes to Brittany's house, paparazzi always catches him or almost catch him coming out her apartment or coming out the building. And Diddy was telling him that's either the doorman or your security. You know what I'm saying? And he was still married to Demi Moore at the time. So you could have something, you could be right. Because it's crazy how they said her and Kim and some other individual with them or around them all died of pneumonia and they were in perfect health.
To understand Ashton Kutcher's connection to this controversy, we need to go back to the early 2000s. Kutcher was riding high on the success of That 70s Show, with his MTV hit Punk'd making him Hollywood's favorite prankster. Meanwhile, Diddy was dominating as a hip-hop mogul, entrepreneur, and the ultimate host of over-the-top parties. They seemed like total opposites, yet their lives intertwined, and they quickly became.
Start with Celebrity Dish. As we've been talking about Diddy, he's been the subject of several lawsuits, including sexual. And now a longtime friend, Ashton Kutcher, is reportedly concerned about being drawn up into the Diddy drama due to his friendship with the rapper. The two go way back, we know this. They have a friendship that stretches back decades as they have hosted MTV shows together and also have talked highly of each other throughout the years. But now Ashton has not publicly weighed in on the probe with Combs and about him since the feds raided two of the mogul's homes last week. And another friend of Diddy is in the talks, Cuba Gooding Jr. We actually mentioned that on Celebrity Dish. He was in Miami this past weekend, the same place Diddy has been amid the ongoing investigation.
Diddy once described their connection as a yin and yang dynamic in a 2010 Time essay, calling them part of a modern-day Rat Pack 2.0. For Kutcher, this friendship granted access to events that were the stuff of legend, and, as we now know, cloaked in secrecy.
I was screaming. I was telling him to stop. It was incredibly painful. And he was acting like it was nothing. and he seemed to be disconnected from it. It was beyond belief.
An accuser speaking out about the alleged abuse he endured from Sean Diddy Combs for the first time. The anonymous John Doe sitting down with CNN in his home to share his experience, which he says happened at one of the music producer's infamous white parties in 2007.
According to your lawsuit, you were hired by a security firm to work security at one of the infamous white parties that was thrown by Sean Combs in the Hamptons. What was that experience like?
At first, he was incredibly friendly, very gracious.
It was something just to get everybody like on the same level, and it was a way for me to get like, you know, my friends from Harlem to meet like some of the socialites from, you know, the Hamptons, and just realize that it doesn't matter what economic bracket we're from or status we're from. We're all, you know, we're all people.
John Doe first filed his complaint against Diddy on October 14th. In the lawsuit, he alleges he was drugged and sodomized by the media mogul at the party.